Now, we are joined here with the award-winning designer. Tell us, why have you done this retrospective now?
Well, while right before the pandemic, I was creative director for one of China's biggest collections.
Yeah.
And I came back for 2 weeks before a runway show in China and could not go back, and I haven't been back since.
Yeah.
I wanted the New York community of the fashion industry to come and take a look and see what I did, and I wanted to feel their vibe on it. It's a new direction for me. Before I left New York for China, I had never done streetwear per se, and I brought my zhuzh to a streetwear vibe, and this is the hybrid of what that was.
What was it like working with Beyoncé and Kim Kardashian? Tell us.
Well, I mean, way back when I began my line in 2003, I started a women's small capsule line. Somebody told me that one of the girls from Destiny's Child was coming in to borrow samples for the Tonight Show appearance, and they borrowed clothes, and she wore it, and I didn't know. I said, well, who was it? She said her name was Beyonce Knowles, and I went, oh, wow.
And Kim Kardashian, tell us.
Well, one day I just woke up and somebody sent me a photo.
Yeah.
Kim was wearing a bubble skirt I had done in London. I didn't even know she ever borrowed that, but it was great. And you know, I mean, I'm French Armenian, so she's Armenian, so it's kind of like my tribe was up in there.
What's the biggest lesson that you learned? Because back in the day, you worked for the House of Chanel and the House of Versace. So what's the biggest lesson you learned there?
Well, Versace was one of the greatest teachers. It was my first real job in fashion, and I learned how to be very brave about mixing textures and patterns. You could do it in a way and still make it very tasteful. So it's an unlikely pairing of things. That's what I learned from Versace. From Chanel, I learned what heritage was like and what real. It was the closest collection when you work with it. It's the closest collection you come to a couture collection while still staying in a pret-a-porter pocket. So I really enjoyed that.
Thank you. Without further ado, let's see this retrospective right here.